Welcome to another video, and today I'm gonna show you 25 ways you can rush in Valorant. I'm gonna show it on every map with almost every agent. Before we go into the video, I want to thank everyone. We finally got more subscribers than the world of cats. So now the next goal, the ultimate goal, is to get more subscribers than cat lessons. Can we do that? I believe in you guys. Now let's go into the video. Let's first talk about Killjoy on B split with an ult and swarm grenade combo. Stand in this corner and aim the diamond on top of your C ability with the ventilation like you see in the clip in the background. Then do a jumping throw. This nano swarm will land on the back of site. After you threw your nano swarm, place your ult over here. If you are rushing with your team, your teammates will probably already be looking at B main. So activate your nano swarm immediately. Then push a little bit further, wait for your lockdown until it hit 3 seconds and then push together on B side. Easy peasy. You can also choose to activate your nanoswarm at the last second, but then the enemy will have the chance to destroy it. If you are rushing B with Jet, I like to smoke the left side, then dash in my own smoke. This usually works. Come. If you are rushing Icebox B with Viper, first shoot the bottles, then use your wall like this to block off CT. But as you can see, the enemies can still spot you from nest, so go to this corner and aim up. Match the left diamond with the top left corner of the container and go a little bit to the left to match it with a rope. It's hard to explain, but you can see it in the background. Your smoke will land nicely on heaven. When you are doing the lineups, your teammates can get control over yellow, and then you got B for free, easy peasy. With Race on Haven, you can throw your grenade over there, then do a double jump to B side. Keep in mind that if you want to use your ult, you have to use your ult between the two jumps. Instead of throwing your grenade, you can also use your boombot to double doors. But why should you use your grenade or boombot to double doors? So the enemies can't push you. Rushing A on bind with Sage, I like to stand in this corner, aim at the gap of the leaf and go a little bit to the right. Then throw your orb. This will land nicely in lamps. After you threw the orb, push side. Hopefully you have a teammate who smoked off heaven or side, so you can put your wall over here. This way you can plant easy peasy. While you are planting, your teammates should be clearing lamps. And also, if you are done with the plant, don't just walk back too short, but walk too short while aiming to heaven, like you see in the clip in the background. This is because the enemies from heaven can see over the wall. And the last thing, be careful for the flanks. Because of this wall, you give the enemies control over showers. So if you don't got a teammate over there, they can come from the left or the right. Here an easy one with Jet on Haven. When you are pushing B, throw your smoke to the entrance. It will only last for 4 seconds, so your teammates won't be boarded with it. Then do a jump and dash combo to the back of side. When you are doing this, choose a side, left or right, because then you have a little bit cover behind the wooded thing in the middle over here. If you go straight to the middle, you can get peeked from all the corners, so don't do that. If you want to rush A with Phoenix on split, stand so the crown matches the wall on the left. Then aim a little bit above the line over here and do a running jumping throw. This Molotov will land exactly on rafters. It's recommended to ask a teammate if someone can smoke a ramp. Then push behind your Molotov and use your wall like this. This way you can push with your team to side without the enemy seeing you from heaven. Just clear the side first. If you know the back of the side is clear, then walk a little bit more to the side and look to heaven. What you also can do is flash the left side and push through your wall. This can make a lot of easy kills. Here's an example without the flash. Yo, I'm on side.
I check back.
And here's an example with the flash. Okay, flash OP. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. It really helps growing my channel. Thank you. If you want to rush B on Haven with Omen, don't use your smoke like this. If you use it like this and you want to push B, you can get peeked from all the sides if you enter. Instead of using both your smokes to link, use one smoke to link and the other one a little bit closer to side. This way you can enter the site and clear it from one way, like you see in the clip in the background. Using this you can slowly push B and it's way safer. You can also use both your smokes on side. This way you can plant easy, but it's harder to defend because you give the enemy control over wall B side. So only use these smokes if you just want to plant for the money. For example in eco rounds. And the same goes for Brimstone, by the way. If you want to enter A on Icebox with Race, you can use an easy double jump with ult combo to get on top of rafters. However, you need to practice this. Really, practice this before you use it in competitive. And here another easy Race double jump on A side ascent. But again, practice this jump before you use it in game, because you don't want to die and look like a noob. Like I never did that. I think the best place to rush with your Yoru ult is on B side ascent. First put your teleporter over there. If the enemy's got a Killjoy, put your footsteps over there for your teammates. Then use your flashbang and enter the site. Then go to the back of the site and release your ult a little bit early. Then go pew pew, make an easy kill, and go back to your teleporter or stay, whether you made a kill or not. This one I already showed in a short, so I will go over it very quickly. Stand against the barrier and aim at the left of the satellite. When the barriers go down, do a jumping throw. This Molotov will land over here. Then use your wall like this, with a little curve, use your flashbang and you got the site. Easy peasy, this is how you rush B no stop. Something that I didn't tell in my short is where to use your ult if you want to use your ult. Don't use it over there, because if people are teleporting they can kill you easily. Go a little bit further, use your wall and use your ult over here. Now the people from the teleport cannot see you if they teleport. Pushing B split with Sage is easy, just put your wall like that. But I see a lot of people struggling with putting the wall horizontal. But it's very easy, just press C 2 times and then hug the wall and place your wall. Easy peasy. When you are rushing C with Sofa, I like to use this arrow. Stand somewhere over here, aim at the top left of the mountain and go a little bit to the left. This arrow will land over here. This arrow is good because the enemies can't hide. It will catch enemies standing on the back side, unless they go to the left, but then you can spot them. And it will even catch enemies camping over here. There's not much you can do with Reyna if you are pushing a side. The only thing you can do is place your flashbang the right way. Don't put it at the same height as you are standing. Put it high in the sky or in the ground. The reason for that is that the enemies will have to flick if they want to destroy your flashbang. If you use your flashbang on the same height, the enemies can just go a little bit to the left and destroy your flashbang. But if you use your flashbang up in the sky or in the ground, the enemies will have to flick like Scream. And most of the enemies can't do that, so use it in your advantage. If you want to rush B on bind, use your E over there, then use your ult, check the site, give information to your teammates, and then go to elbow. If there is someone, you can just go back to your ult. If it's clear, you can stay and maybe get a flashbang and peek in CT. Easy peasy. Now another Killjoy, Nanoswarm and ult combo. On Haven A. If you stand over here and aim at the bottom of the top box and do a jumping throw, your Nanoswarm will land in Heaven. So if you want to rush B, use your ult over here, then wait a little bit, look maybe on the right, and use your lineup. Activate it and push with your team. The only place where enemy players can hide on site is in Hell, so you just have to clear that with your team and you get basically A for free. Just be careful that the enemies are not pushing you when you are placing your ult. If you are rushing A with Sofa on Ascent, just use the God Arrow from Average Jones. It's a really good arrow that can spot the whole site. What you have to do is stand in this corner, aim over there and shoot your arrow with 2 charges. Credits to Average Jones. If you want to rush C with Brimstone, use your smokes like this. Don't use a third smoke over there, because it's not worth it. Instead of that, use your ult in the back of site. Then you can enter site freely. Just be careful for the left and the right. It's recommended that you wallbang the right side over here. Also, if you don't have your ultimate, also don't use your smoke like this. The reason for that is because you give the enemy way too much control over site. So just don't use the smoke and kill anyone who peeks over there. Easy peasy. If you want to rush B on Icebox with Breach, use your E too long, then use your Aftershock too cubby, then slowly push with your team, use one more flashbang behind the container and you got the site. Easy peasy. Again. If you want to rush B with Viper, stand in this corner, aim a little bit above the corner of the roof, then wait for your smoke to land, use your smoke, go to site with your team and use your ulti. This way you get basically B for free. What you can do is use your wall over here, so the people from garage cannot see you if you are pushing out of window, but it's not necessary. If you want to rush B with Omen, smoke this immediately when the round starts. Then use your flashbang into hookah when your teammates are pushing it, and immediately use your second smoke over here or over here. If you use it on the side, you give the enemies control over the part behind CT, and if you use your smoke on CT, the enemies on site can still see you. So it depends what you prefer. I prefer to use my second smoke over here and then enter the site, go to the left of the container and clear the site from there. If you want to rush A on bind with Viper, stand in this corner, use your wall like that. Then aim a little bit up, look at the left corner of the wood and go up till you match your crosshair with the leaf. Throw your smoke and it will land on top of this box. Now activate both and you get a smoke for Heaven and the wall on site. Then just rush with Viper, easy peasy. You can also use your snakebite to lamps, but I prefer to use my snakebite post plant to use it on the bomb, like you see in the clip in the background. And here's another race double jump with ult combo you can use. Sorry for all the Skye mains, but I'm not sure how to rush with Skye. I think you should stay a little bit on the back, use your flashbang for your teams, and just heal your team if they need it. But I'm not sure, I never played Skye, so sorry for that. And the same goes for Cypher. I don't think his kit is made for rushing, so if you know a sick strat with Cypher, let me know in the comments. Well, before that video ends, I want to say one more thing. I'm gonna make a special video in the future where you decide what I will buy. You'll have to go over to my Instagram and comment down below what I should buy. I will also give some of these things away, so check my Instagram and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, thank you for watching, peace!